Welcome back to Sportsbook Review Videos. It's only a short slate of NBA action here on a Sunday night with 4 games on the slate for you this evening. Going to be still a couple of weeks before the NFL gives up their Sunday superiority. However, a couple of games I feel pretty good about tonight. We'll start off with the Celtics and the Knicks going together at the TD Garden in Boston tonight. The Celtics come in as a 7.5 point favorite, total of 201.5. Now, both teams played last night. Celtics got a big win on the road in Detroit, while the Knicks were blown out by the Hawks in Atlanta. So both had a hefty flight awaiting them here, going all the way back to Boston here tonight. So both teams probably a little bit tired getting in late last night. But both teams actually been pretty good off the back-to-back against the spread this season. Boston is 3-3 against the spread with no rest, while the Knicks have been solid at 4-2. However, Knicks only 1-2 against the spread in their last 3 games, and they have not been playing great on the road as evidenced last night. Only averaging about 93.6 points per game in their last 9 road games, going 2-7 against the spread in those 9 games. Now, 2 of those wins were against Portland and the Philadelphia 76ers. They scored a ton of points, both over 100 points now. And if you take those 2 games away against two teams, obviously don't play a whole lot of defense, the Knicks are averaging less than 90 points per game scored in their last 7 road games. And I think tonight against the Boston Celtics off the back-to-back, even though both teams may be a little bit tired, I think Boston still has the ability to cover at 7.5 points here. I'm laying the points with the Celtics at home in this one. Next up is the Portland Trailblazers and the Sacramento Kings, and the Kings come in as a 7.5 point favorite as well, total of 208 in this one. And while I think the spread could hold some value, I think the better play could in fact be on the total at 208, 208.5, depending on where you're looking at. Damian Lillard might still miss this game once again. He's missed 3 straight for the Portland Trailblazers, including last night. But even if he doesn't play, I still think the over could have some very nice value between these two teams because, like I said, neither of which plays any defense, and the Kings giving up about 108 points per game this season to Western Conference opponents. Of course, last night, even though the Blazers did play, they didn't play much in the fourth quarter because they dominated the Cleveland Cavaliers coming off of a back-to-back, ran up the score on them early in the first half and never looked back. Cleveland didn't even stand a chance in that game after the first quarter here. So I think if they can bring that offense once again here on the second half of back-to-back, despite the fact that it is on the road compared to at home last night, I think over 208, 208.5 could have a very, very good value here on the late game for Sunday evening. But that'll do it for me this time. Make sure you check out some of my NFL plays if there's still time as well coming out today. But until then, for Sportsbook Review, I'm Jordan Sharp.